Hello guys, this is Joana Saahirah of Cairo with another video note inspired by students from all over the world. This one is about how to handle criticism, and I'm going to start with something that my dearest teacher, my best friend, collaborator, supporter, grandfather, Mahmoud Reda, the founder of the iconic Reda troupe and the father of Egyptian folklore, used to tell me many times while we were working together, rehearsing. This is something that it came up every time I complained. People were saying nasty stuff about me and were pointing their finger and making up stories about me, you know. And here's what he used to tell me not so long ago. The ones who know how to do it and can do it, go ahead and do it. The ones who know how to do it but cannot do it, go ahead and teach it. The ones who cannot do it and don't know how to do it, criticize. I know, I love it. It's so beachy, but it's true, okay? Now, I'm going to make two notes here. Sometimes people know how to do it, they can do it, and they teach it. That's my case. It's the case of many teachers I know. They actually know how to do it and can do it, and they still teach it. And sometimes critics come with a constructive goal in mind. So there are these two, let's say, notes that I have to add to this little saying that Mahmoud often shared with me. Having that cleared up, let me tell you one thing, also a little bitchy, but very true. The ones who are actually putting themselves out there and turning ideas into deeds, into projects, into materializations, into actions, don't have the time, the inclination, or the energy to look to the other side and criticize others. So this is something you will observe again and again and again. The ones who are pointing their fingers and criticizing are doing nothing, because the ones who are doing don't have time to criticize. So it's a mathematical equation. Let's say if I wanted to criticize someone, okay, which I don't have any interest in that. Where would I find the time? And where would I find the focus and the energy for that? If I barely have them for myself, you know, I'm always struggling with time. I wish my days had 48 hours or more. I always think time is very short and my energy supply is short for all the things I want to accomplish and materialize. Why would I steal my precious time from my life to put that time and that energy on somebody else, especially somebody I don't like, doing something I don't appreciate? That just baffles me. I don't know how is that possible and how people take away space and focus off their lives to put into another people's lives and point their finger at them. It's just very strange for me. So let's get this clear. The ones who actually dream and take the steps, take the actions to accomplish their dreams are rarely the critics. They're very, very rarely able to even look at the side to criticize somebody. That's clear, okay? So there are the Einsteins of this world, the ones who have great ideas, but they're too arrogant to try and turn those ideas into actions, because they know once you start materializing your ideas, you come face to face with your limits. You come face to face with obstacles, with challenges. So instead of going ahead and doing things and testing their limits and risking failure as risking success, they will retort back. They will stay back, look at the ones who are actually taking the risks and making things and turning ideas into accomplishments, and they will point the finger. So I don't have any respect for that. You know, I think, of course, there are many things I like and dislike, but mostly I will not point my finger at somebody who's doing their best and accomplishing things that are valuable for them, okay? I'm too busy with my own life, and I think that everybody who's accomplishing anything in the world is too busy with their own life. No time to attack anybody. Now, there is constructive criticism, and as a dancer, as a public person who's been in the public arena for a long time, I'm used to receive criticism, the constructive and the destructive. I know how to use each one. Okay, so the constructive is, for instance, when somebody makes an observation that you feel can be helpful, can help you improve. Okay, and it's very clear when somebody comes at you with a destructive comment or with a comment that is really aiming at helping you improve. I think the difference is quite clear. So you just have to identify it and take the good criticism, the constructive criticism, and improve on it. About the destructive criticism, this is really a hot, spicy topic, and I've been under attack and under rumors and under gossip and under criticism since forever, and so much that I've taken it as a compliment. And in Cairo, in all my years of career in Cairo, there was all sorts of stories about me that none of them were true. They had very little to do with what was actually happening to me. Criticism that was thrown at me for reasons that had nothing to do with the quality of the work that I was doing. So I'm kind of used to this phenomenon. And the way I see it, when people are frustrated with their own creativity, their own life, their own underachievements, they will throw it on the ones who reflect or mirror back their flaws or their failings. Anybody who's achieving will be a target for people who are not achieving. Okay, so it's like I see myself or anybody else who is doing things in the world as a mirror to other people's frustrations and dreams. Some people will say, okay, she can do that, and it's beautiful and it was successful and she did it right. So it means that maybe I can dream, maybe I can achieve my dreams. That's one possible posture. But another posture is, who is she to achieve that and I didn't achieve it? Or I cannot achieve my dreams and she can achieve hers. Who the hell does she think she is? And this is where destructive criticism starts. And as a public figure, as someone in the public arena, I understand that. So when I receive destructive criticism, I send it back to the person who threw it at me. Okay, basically by asking them to justify the criticism, which they never do. And it's self-explanatory, when you ask somebody, okay, justify your criticism. What was not working? What is missing from what I'm doing that I can improve of? And the person has no answer, then you have your answer, okay? At the same time, I send them love. I learn to detach myself from projections. I learn from detach myself from the mirror effect, the way people put their dreams and their fantasies and their frustrations over me. I'm used to it, and it doesn't get me personally anymore. So I throw love at them, I send them compassion, I send them light, and what I tell them is, I hope you too go ahead and take risks, and instead of focusing on what other people are doing, focus on what you want to do, and then you'll start seeing results. That's what I do. So handle criticism in a constructive way, basically. Focus on your stuff, focus on improving whatever you need to improve in your craft, whatever your craft may be, so you don't have time to look at the side. That's the first thing. But if you do, look from a constructive, positive, loving way, okay? If somebody has something to teach you, learn from them. If people have nothing to teach you, let them go their own way and build your own way. Build your own path. Get busy doing your own thing. Take your focus off others and put your focus in you. That, believe me, will take you so much farther, will take you so much higher than focusing on what other people are doing wrong. You're busy with yourself, honey. Get busy with yourself. That's what you should be doing, okay? Improve yourself. Work on your flaws. Work on your fragilities. Work on is required for you to get where you want to get, and leave others doing their own thing, working on their own path. That's my suggestion and that's my input on the subject of criticism. Okay? Big keys for all the supporters and the critics, the constructive and the destructive. Everybody is part of the journey. Big kiss to everybody. Much love. Mwah.